Let's talk about Luke Cage.
Yeah.
Premiered September 30th on Netflix. I binged the whole damn thing.
Nice.
You've watched the first 2 episodes. So
Yeah.
let's hear from you first. Mm-hmm. What are your impressions of the first 2?
Like, I'm digging it. Like, I before I came over to record the podcast today, I sent you a message. Hey, do I have time to watch another one of these before?
Hell no, you don't, dude. I got shit to do.
So yeah, no, I haven't gotten into the 3rd episode yet, but I'm digging the shit out of it so far.
Okay, so when I talked to you about the game, about the show before you watched it, I said it has kind of a blaxploitation / film noir feel. Do you get that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
One thing I really like about the show, and you've already seen it twice, and they do this in several episodes, is they will have a band playing at the Harlem's Paradise nightclub while other scenes are going on.
Yeah.
Music is much more important to this series than any other Marvel series that I can think of.
Yeah.
And I love that aspect of it. And I think the music in Luke Cage is great.
Yeah.
I imagine down the line, you're going to see hip-hop acts having sampled parts of Luke Cage's score into their own music. It's going to happen. Well, I mean, that happens already.
Yeah.
But it's definitely going to happen with Luke Cage. My criticisms on the show is I don't think the guy, what's his name, Mark Coulter or something? The guy who plays Luke Cage, I don't think he's a very good actor.
Really?
And in fact, I think the females in the Luke Cage series, their performances far outshine the males' performances in this series.
Even the guy that plays Cottonmouth?
Even the guy that plays Cottonmouth.
I never try to say that guy's first name because
Cornell Stokes.
No, the guy that plays him.
the real actor? I don't even know his name.
I do, but I never try to say it because I know I'm going to butcher it.
But I think the weakest actor in the series is the guy who plays Luke Cage.
I mean, 2 episodes in, I don't think he's too bad.
He doesn't show a lot of emotion, and I just don't think he's that good of an actor. He looks the part for sure. There's some really good Easter eggs that you'll see coming up in the next few episodes. There's some throwbacks to his old costume and to some of his old sayings, like the whole Sweet Christmas thing. He actually lets that go a few times throughout the series.
Nice.
But yeah, I wasn't sold on the villains. I wasn't sold on Luke, the guy who plays Luke Cage performance. What's his name? Mark
Coulter.
Mark
you were
Coulter.
right.
I was right. Okay. Thank God for Alfre Woodard.
Mike Coulter.
Mike Coulter. Alfre Woodard plays the city councilwoman.
Is she a city? I thought she was like a congressperson.
She's a councilwoman, city council, part of the whole like New Harlem Renaissance. Thing. But definitely has a blaxploitation feel, but not like the cheesy kind. Okay, and this would lead me to believe that, how awesome would a Marvel series like executive produced by Quentin Tarantino be?
Well, shit, even in these first 2 episodes, you got people in the barbershop talking about Django Unchained. No, that was the guy that did the thing at the end of that 2nd episode.
Quentin.
Yeah. I want Django Unchained on those bitches.
Yeah.
Somebody call Quentin.
Yeah. But it's more enjoyable to me than Jessica Jones. I liked Daredevil better, though. I don't think you have to watch either of those series before you watch this. Well, like the only reoccurring character out of the 3 series is Rosario Dawson. And you haven't met her yet.
Yeah, that's still not, though, entirely true. Because, like, this dude, Bobby Fish... Bobby Fischer, basically, the guy that plays chess. He is in, I think, Daredevil. I think he was in Daredevil.
Well,
and he might have even been in Jessica Jones. But
I don't recall him being in Daredevil.
Yeah, like small characters though, little cameos.
But he had to have just been a cameo.
Yeah,
but he's more of a main character in this. But I think like the guy who played Pop, his performance was really lacking. I really think the men on the show kind of dropped the ball and let the women, and not that it's a bad thing, of course, but women, the female performances in Luke Cage far better than the males in this particular series. Yeah. Because you have people like Alfre Woodard, who I absolutely adore ever since she was in Star Trek First Contact. But she's great.
I was trying to think for the longest time, what do I recognize her from? Right. What do I? And the minute you said it, I was like, yes, that's right.
But her character is great, and Luke Cage kind of reminds me a lot of Gotham in a way. And her character, without giving too much, kind of reminds me a lot of Fish Mooney, but done right.
Yeah,
okay.
Because Fish Mooney is.
And here's
terrible.
the thing with Gotham. I watched the first season religiously, and then watched the first like 3 or 4 weeks of the second season religiously, and then Daredevil came out.
Yeah,
and I binged it and haven't watched Gotham since.
Okay, I will
because
say
I was like, these guys are doing it right.
They are. No,
fuck Gotham.
They are absolutely doing it right, and Gotham is absolutely not doing it right. But what it is doing is entirely different, and that's why I love it, because it's completely batshit fucking crazy.
No pun intended?
Yes, no pun intended, but fully allowed, because yeah, that show is completely fucking insane, and I love every second of it because it's so
that's
crazy.
Cool. But like, I really liked Gotham at the beginning. I liked the idea and the concept of it, and then Daredevil came out, and it just changed.
It changed the game.
It changed the game because it made it okay to have an adult HBO style, maybe not going as far as like Game of Thrones,
right,
or The Sopranos or something, but Luke Cage is by far the most adult Marvel series we've gotten. I mean, with the sex scenes and, all that kind of stuff. And like, even in the first episode where they go to the strip club and there's just, it's very violent, and it's like gangster violence.
Yeah.
There's no like supernatural element in Luke Cage at all.
Yeah, except for the fact that Luke cannot be hurt by anything.
Right. Well, you'll see what happens.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You'll see what happens, and it all ties into the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Nice.
Because they find a weapon that could possibly hurt him, and it's not of this world.
Oh.
But I can't.
Yeah, don't
spoil anything
don't spoil for
you,
me,
because
please.
you haven't even. I mean, you haven't met Diamondback yet, who's.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
You've heard him.
Yeah.
And Shades.
Because he's Shades' boss,
yeah,
right?
Shades. The way they introduced him was so cheesy, and I was like, this guy's going to suck. He actually ended up growing on me a little bit.
I already kind of like him.
See, I don't know. I just think a lot of the male characters in this series are very cheesy. It's almost like, remember Punisher Warzone?
No, I never saw that one. I saw The Punisher with Thomas Jane, but I never saw Punisher Warzone.
Punisher Warzone was great because it really captured like the Punisher the way he was supposed to be, super like gory and he just goes and just kills motherfuckers. But the villains were so cheesy and over the top. So it's kind of like a mix between Punisher Warzone and Gotham to me, but better in a way because of the music and the style.
Right.
And I think that's where Luke Cage really shines, is through its soundtrack and through the style and feel, because you definitely get that like 60s, 70s blaxploitation feel just from the credits and from the atmosphere of the show. But you don't, but there's still, I mean, there's a lot of like cheesy scenes. There's some real cringeworthy dialogue in the show that I think that we deserve better than that, especially now that we've had 2 seasons of Daredevil. We've got a season of Jessica Jones. We're building this this TV universe, this Netflix universe. But I think we just deserved a little bit better writing and a little bit better acting.
I am curious whether they will work Spider-Man into any of these properties. Because
they would if Spider-Man wasn't as big of a character as he is.
Yeah, no, and see, that's the thing though. It all takes place in New York. Luke Cage is in Harlem. Daredevil's is Hell's Kitchen. Jessica Jones is more or less in the Hell's Kitchen area, but it's it's somewhere around there.
And what is it? The Bronx that Spider-Man is, or is that Brooklyn?
I can't remember if he's in the Bronx or Brooklyn, but either way,
we are not New Yorkers. By the way.
No,
I don't even understand how all that stuff works. I was like, but
there
wait,
are boroughs.
It's one city,
but it's one city.
But there's a what?
There's 5 boroughs, but it's one city, and the Iron Defender is there.
Iron Fist.
Yeah, Iron Fist. And then, of course, they're going to bring everybody together for the Defenders.
And we're getting a Punisher series, too.
Yep.
So that's going to be the thing. And why wouldn't any of these people cameo in a Spider-Man movie? Who knows? I mean, that's going to be up for debate, or it's going to be left to decide, or we're just going to have to wait and see kind of thing. But I would definitely love at least some homage to these television series paid through a Spider-Man movie, because that's like right in their hometown. Justin Hammer, did you notice he was name dropped a few times?
Yeah. The weapons sale in that very first episode, all those weapons.
My
Sam
boy.
Rockwell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zaphod Beeblebrox.
There we go.
But anyway, so Luke Cage, where do you rank it amongst the 3 Netflix Marvel series that we have now?
Okay, so I have seen 1 full season of Daredevil and half of the 2nd season.
Dude, you gotta get on
I have
that
seen
shit.
half of Jessica Jones, and now I have seen 2 episodes of Luke Cage.
One thing I noticed in Jessica Jones and in Luke Cage together is you don't remember that scene. It was like maybe the 2nd or 3rd episode of Daredevil, where you have this awesome fight scene. It looks like it was all done in one take. They repeat that again in the 2nd season. You don't have those moments in Luke Cage. You don't have those moments in Jessica Jones. And as much as I love David Tennant, and as much as you love Cottonmouth, neither of them hold a candle to Vincent D'Onofrio as Wilson Fisk.
Yeah.
So I think, they knocked it so far out of the park with Daredevil that I think a lot of shows that come after it are just going to pale in comparison. I think that's going to be the curse of the Netflix series.
It's possible.
Now, does Warner Brothers, do they own any pay cable television stations at all?
Not to my knowledge.
We know? Because they need to do a deal with Showtime or HBO, or they need to do a deal with somebody because they're trying to emulate Marvel's success, right? Why aren't they working on a series that's not on the CW?
Right.
Or Gotham. They're doing all this network television stuff, which we've already proven you can get away with so much more and be so much better.
Yeah.
If you can just be a little bit more adult.
And
that's
even if you choose to not go like NBC, ABC, CBS, like even if you take it away from those
AMC.
Yeah, you put it on AMC or FX, you get more freedom with what you can do.
Yeah. I don't know. DC, get your fucking act together, man.
Yeah.
It's 2016.
Okay, real quick, before we move on, though, we've got our Netflix Marvel series. We do have the elephant in the room as far as another Marvel
Agent Carter
series.
didn't last very long.
Yeah. The second season of Agent Carter was so bad.
I have completely lost interest in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Never saw the second season of Agent Carter.
The first season of Agent Carter
Agents
was
of
pretty
S.H.I.E.L.D.
good.
is the same problem I have with things like Gotham and Supergirl and The Flash and all that kind of stuff. Is it's just network television. Yeah. I'm a grown ass man, and I need more than this family friendly entertainment.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's definitely a time and a place for those things, but for me to be invested, hey, we're talking about investing our time. For me to invest my time in something, it's got to give me more.
That being said, I went ahead because my DVR was set to start recording the new season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
It did it on its
regardless.
own, so, all right.
So I watched the first episode of the new season. They're introducing Ghost Rider in this season.
What?
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Who's playing Johnny?
It's not Johnny Blaze. It's
a different Ghost Rider.
Yeah, it's one of the other two.
One of the others. Okay.
But Diego Luna is playing him. Ronnie Ramirez, I think, is his name. In this one, this incarnation of Ghost Rider.
So have they actually shown the Ghost Rider on his motorcycle?
He's actually, it's like a Charger. It's a car instead of a motorcycle.
I don't even want to watch it now. Fuck that.
It's
Fuck
good.
the Ghost Rider.
It's good.
I don't care. Anything else you want to say about Luke Cage before we move on?
I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of it.
Watch the rest of it, and I'll definitely watch the second season of it. Definitely am stoked for Iron Fist. I have a friend back in town I used to live in, gave a presentation in the library about the Defenders and where they all kind of fall in line. Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Daredevil, Iron Fist, and went into a lot of Iron Fist's backstory. Really excited to see how that one plays out. So... I mean, and that should be the next one coming out, right?
It should be.
Yeah.
I can't remember if that one's coming out before or after the Defenders.
It's crazy that we've already gotten 2 seasons of Daredevil, and we haven't even gotten to the Iron Fist. We haven't even gotten to the Defender. But I am so excited that they're doing a Punisher series, and I was a little leery about the dude that they had cast to play the Punisher. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. He was in
John
Walking
Bernthal.
Dead. Yeah, John Bernthal. He was great in The Wolf of Wall Street, by the way.
He was in Wolf of Wall Street?
Yes. He was the fucking... Remember Jonah Hill's character starts slapping him around, and he's the guy with the mustache, and they got him out of jail and took him on the boat and had all the whores sucking his dick and shit.
I don't remember that at all.
I love that movie, by the way. You should watch it again.
I'm gonna have to, because I don't remember that part.
It's better than Luke Cage. And that's saying a lot.
Yeah.
All right.